Yo, today we watching a video on why Gen Z is aging terribly, and that's because y'all ain't drinking enough water. You know what I mean? I'm Gen Z. I'm 20 years old. I've been told I look older. That's because the way my face is shaped. You know, I always looked older. But yeah, y'all don't drink water. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't use no CeraVe, no lotion, no nothing. So let's see what's up.
Within the last year or so, I've seen much more talking points or conversations surrounding the general idea that Gen Z looks much older than average, or than they should. I guess we should, since I'm a part of Gen Z. And really, I feel like these conversations picked up a lot last year. I feel like
I'm 38 and you look around my age, mate. The furthest it's gone for me was someone when I was 18 thought I was 23. And 18 and 23 are the damn near the same thing. I'm just immature. You feel me?
this debate was kind of put to bed a little bit, but then it got reinvigorated after I seen this. Take a look at this person right here. I know you might remember them. Odds are you've seen the
Never
TV
seen
show
it,
Stranger
actually.
Things. This is the main character. They call her 11. Fast forward some years, and this is her now.
Damn.
I'm just kidding.
I
This
know.
is actually what she looks like now.
Oh.
The cameraman did her dirty, bro. If you would have told me this is Caitlyn Jenner's long-lost twin sister, hey, I would have believed you.
I mean, it looks like that other girl's mom, but you know, no offense to her.
She actually ended up seeing this on her timeline because, you know, this controversy was so controversial, I guess. But she said, you did beat me when I was 10 and my face grew. What do you want me to do about that? Which, yeah, true. You're not.
Does make a lot. Hold on. That's me when I was around 10. You know, that little, see that? You know, that cute, adorable face. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Your face matures when you're older.
Not gonna look nearly the same as when you were 10, okay? There's no doubt about that. And before anybody gets in the comment section crying and saying that I'm judging, you know, the way somebody looks, take it from the literal doctors and dermatologists who guessed she was 42 years old.
42? She's 20.
I ain't gonna lie, that. See, that's why people get Botox. Well, Botox and try to look better. It doesn't work, but it's like, damn. He is in debt still and went to school for years. He thinks you're 40 and you're 20. My ribs. Oh, he's never that still.
Oh, really?
And when I first saw these photos, I didn't really think too much of it. I mean, that's the natural aging progression or whatever. I don't know, people get older. But then I was like, wait a minute. Millie Bobby Brown is 21 years old. Bro, she's younger than me. I don't think I look that old. I was like, wait a minute, hold on, bro. Something added up. Then I thought to myself, maybe Gen Z does look a little older. But then why? Is this actually true, or is this just a one-off case and people are just making a
like what, stress? And I don't know. Why do we look older?
huge generalization? Come to find out, it's not a generalization, bro, because I was on TikTok and I started seeing clips of people, you know, coming out the woodwork saying, I'm Gen Z and I look, you know, fried beyond the years.
I'm 23. In my opinion,
To be honest, looking at him, he does look 23. Problem is, beard. Beards always make you look older.
I look like what a 23-year-old would look like.
You look like what a 23-year-old would look like if they grew up smoking cigarettes from the age of 3 years old, eating Burger King religiously, and drinking Mountain Dews daily. If I would have came across this man, I don't know,
He looks like at least.
I guess this was a 23-year-old. Nah, I probably would have said 26,
Max 30.
27.
I'm 25.
20.
Wow. Even if you're bald, your face just looks old. God.
5 with the full baldy.
I'm not even gonna pretend like I look like what a 25-year-old.
Man, he's 25. He is what, 25 going on 40 at least. Like a healthy 40-year-old. God.
Should look like.
I'm not gonna lie, if you have the beard genetics, bro, going to with the baldy is actually a better idea than, I don't know, keeping it and trying to, yeah.
Tonight I was on live with my boyfriend and someone was like, how old's your girlfriend? And the girl comments, I thought she was early 30s. I am 23.
I think it's for her, bro.
You know what's actually crazy? I know someone who looks exactly like her that's a year younger than me. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, that's kind of a stretch.
Bro, it's more like the makeup style, right, guys? Yo, I just came across this 16, but you look 30. No way this is a 16-year-old in 2025.
She's cooked. Oh my god. Nah, when she's my age, she about to look 50. Damn, sucks to suck. You know what's actually crazy? I've seen a girl who was in when I was in high school. She was in like grade 9, but she looked 35. Like with 2 kids, maybe one divorce or a bad marriage that's being kept together by religion or the kids. That's what type of face she had. And I'm not judging people's faces, whatever, but it's like, yikes. You're in grade 9. What's gonna happen when midterms come around and that stress hits you?
All right, bro. When you're 20 years old, but you look 30 because of the beard. This dude looks like he has a very high credit score, takes out loans, is a responsible, upstanding citizen, does his taxes on time. Yo,
Is looking older really that bad?
Bro? No, I don't know what I got to do to get this, but I'll do anything. I'm just kidding. I don't need a beard that bad. You look like you're in your 30s.
Oh yeah.
You're telling me this is the same
Oh yeah. Awesome kids, OG.
generation of man as me? This dude looks like he rides horses, drinks beers with the boys, and calls people the hard R for fun. It's the manliness, like in a good way.
Not gonna lie, he just looks like he don't care about his kids. Not like he doesn't care about his kids, but he's been too drunk to go to some soccer games. You feel me? He smokes cigarettes, not cigars, at the construction site for sure.
Well, you look like a man, not a young boy. I don't know. I'm 40 and I think you look older than 20s, but like the goodest way. Okay, freak.
Whoa.
22. So this man is a couple months older than me. There's no way this man's a couple months older than me. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I gotta speed up the aging process, bro. I don't know what you look. This is a 17-year-old. Yo, this guy goes into a bar. He's getting every drink he wants, bro. He's buying whatever. They don't ask him to even ID. They don't even let me go in an Uber, bro. I was going from the airport. They were like, yo, bro, I need to see an ID, bro. Get an Uber in California, you gotta be 18 years old, bro. I'm 21, bro. I've been able to get Ubers for 3 years. People tell me I look a lot older than my age.
Oh, he does steroids. His hairline's cooked. No cap. Unless it's on an angle, but yeah, he does steroids.
International super spy. Super spy!
Whoa!
There's no way.
Oh, bump. Oh. 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 He is younger than me. Got some kids, OG.
You look like you could be a drill sergeant in the army, dude.
Facts.
Yes.
You look older. I'm telling you, you look.
She does. Oh, I'm gonna lie, she looks 35. 3-year-old kid, one on the way. Husband does architecture, and she's an interior designer. Yeah, I think I'm right on the dot. Damn it.
Troubled and older than your years.
24 only. My guess was 34. Under this trending sound, the whole you're 19, it's a lot of people who are like minor, bro. Like I scroll down, it's a 17-year-old, right? Minor.
You're
Oh, she looks 13.
19.
Yes.
you look older. That's not a...
This is a 13-year-old in 2025, bro.
Yeah.
12? Okay, so it's getting young.
Oh, she's. I ain't gonna lie. Not sure. Bro, how do you look? She looks 30 as a 12. Ooh. Ay. Your parents must be old. Ugh. Your parents must be like 50. Like, one, your mom must be like, must have had you when she was on the cusp of menopause. Like, you were born 2 months before she went to menopause. God. Yikes.
Younger and younger. It's getting younger and younger. You look 23. You look 20. No bullshit. This person could pass for like 24. Maybe, I don't know, am I the too woke person? But having minors, you know what I'm saying, express how much older they look. I feel like there's a connection that can be made here. Let's just say more pred cases can occur because of things like this. Some people might honestly make a mistake and shoot at people who are younger and just not know. Or even worse, they'll have an excuse to be like, oh, I didn't know. Look at them.
You didn't ask?
Now, I've already made an entire video covering the topic of the over-sexualization of young, minors and things of that nature, because there are, these young kids on TikTok looking a certain way, dressed a certain way, trying to be more revealing or wear skimpy outfits and things of that nature to, I guess, obtain more attention. I don't know if it's male attention necessarily, but with the way that, the OF industry and different creators are online showing themselves off, and there's things like the minor bop house. I wouldn't even put it past you to think that. And of course, whenever you see people hating on Gen Z as a trend, the millennials will pop out of the woodworks claiming they look so young. They got the it factor and things of that nature, when y'all look old as hell too, bruh.
Millennials look younger than who?
Some of it is face shape. She has great skin, but she does look like someone's mom.
34.
Yeah.
We can tell.
34.
I will admire, you guys have a lot of confidence.
Name, age, and where you from?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm Shelly. A lady never tells her age, but I will say I'm 39, but I don't look your typical 39, so I'm proud of that.
Hold on. Got him. Dang it. Hold on.
She never tells her age, but I will say I'm 39, but I don't look your typical 39, so I'm proud of that.
Shelly.
Yes.
You look 39.
Who was gonna tell her, bro? We was gonna guess 45. I'm 45 and she looks older than me. Those
Damn.
deep ass wrinkles look older than 39. When I turn 39, I want to have just as much delusion. When someone says I look 30 years old, my actual age, yeah, buddy. With the lineup, why does this guy look like an owl, kind of? POV, told a millennial they look their age.
No, I don't look my age. But I am 31. I would say you look 31. You look your age. Yeah.
I'll get like cool 36.
Funny, that's the first time I've heard that.
Some of these motherfuckers need humbling, bro. You do not look as young as you think you do, bro. Millennials trying to say they look younger than Gen Z. We saying we look our age and y'all look our age. Damn. We millennials look younger than Gen Z because we wake up and find.
I don't trust a word this man says. You must have a really nice job or just don't care about life at all to have a scythe on your face, checkered board on your neck. That's a person. Oh, Lord.
Reasons to laugh, and them Gen Z wake up and look for new reasons to be offended. This is just one of those people who are like, oh, snowflakes, they're just so cancel culture, they're just trying to cancel. You are covered in full face tats. You have more important things to be worried about than what millennials and Gen Z look like. I don't know. I don't think there's a really big discrepancy between millennials and Gen Z. Probably anomalies in both. Some of them look older, some of them look younger. But I will say, if you're a millennial watching this video, I feel like millennials are more focused on looking younger versus Gen Zers were always more focused on being older. I guess the reason, I don't know what the reason is. More attractive. I mean, people just like to...
Let me touch on that for a second. Pause. Why do you want to be older? Being older is cool. Don't get me wrong. When I was a kid, I wanted to be not an adult. I wanted to have adult type freedom, not adult type problems. You feel me? Like, if the YouTube stuff takes off, next 2, 3, if it takes off, right? And I'm in my 20s, be able to do adult things a lot easier than most adults. Like paying bills won't be like heart attack for me. Like I'm in a comfortable enough position to where I can live below my means, but it looks really nice, then sure. But wanting to be older just to drink and smoke, or I don't know, whatever you want to do that doesn't involve getting money, eh, it's like, why?
To grow up fast. That's just how it is. I found a post from r/Gen Z. What's with the notion that Gen Z has aged badly? I just am barely learning about the notion that we have apparently aged poorly and already look older or same as millennials. Some of it's true, especially for girls. Way too much makeup, Botox, lip fillers. Makes you look older. I found this article here that says why Gen Z is saying yes to Botox and plastic surgery, and I guess that backs up that person's claim even more. Research shows that more and more 20-somethings are dabbling with aesthetic treatments and even surgical procedures. Gen Z is the first to fully grow up in the digital age. Even its oldest members likely don't remember life without Facebook or Instagram. Makes sense. Skinfluencers have stripped the stigma.
Yeah, we do. There was a whole, bro. Like most of us, you were cool if you had a phone in grade 6. What are you talking about? Like all of us, like the time where most people in my age group, where I'm from, I don't know about y'all. Well, people in my age started getting phones was like the latest 8th grade. Yeah, I'm not sure what your parents were on, but hey.
Attached to aesthetic treatments by being more transparent about the treatments they receive. Okay, Ozempic, things like that.
Okay, I always wanted fuller lips and I couldn't have them, so why not? There's a blah, 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 blah.
Some say these early interventions can make 20-somethings appear older. Contestants on the popular reality TV show Love Island have recently gotten flack for this very thing in TikTok videos and articles. One commenter writing that one 24-year-old contestant looks 44.
The first girl is Jess.
Damn.
27.
38.
Okay, like for this video, I probably should have said it before. I'm gonna guess what their life looks like. All right, I'm going with his guess of 38. 2 kids, 9 and 6. 9, both do soccer outside of school, but in school do lacrosse. Husband still lays pipes sometimes, but you know what I'm saying, he got a little muffin top. Let's go stay-at-home wife for 200, and her husband does I already said architect, but let's go Google.
Lips, nose. 42. Yes. Cheeks,
40.
lips, nose.
Let's see here. One kid. Let's say 42. So she had a kid too soon. Let's go with young mother. Like let's give it smooth. She had a kid at 22. He's 16 now. You know what? Shh. Yeah, he's 16. She has a daughter who's 10. Good enough marriage. Husband is white as possible. Barbecues. That she definitely participates in what's it called? The HOA and school stuff. And the moms at her child's school don't like her.
45.
She's
Bombaclat.
35.
Oh my god. Do they think they look better? Okay, this is way too long.
26. 27.
Bombaclat.
Lips, ears, nose.
Jesus.
26.
Oh, God.
Nicole is 24.
Oh my god.
Harriet is 24.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
And then Jess is 25.
oh, damn.
The fact that the doctor himself is saying, oh my god, and wow. Bro, Botox, fillers, plastic surgery, I guess you might think are gonna make you look younger, but clearly not. It just honestly just makes you look like you're a 40-year-old who's trying to look younger. And half the time, I feel like you don't even need it. You're 24 years old getting all these different, like, why? This is somebody who thinks the opposite. Okay, saying Gen Z is aging faster than millennials is an exaggerated concept. Millennials coping because they're aging. It's all BS. Me gets ID'd by mid-30s for smoking. I must still look young. No, the 20-year-olds just look 30 now. The clerk, SMH. I just know you're a millennial if you type some shit up like this, bro. The fact that you're putting like dialogue in the joke. You know what? It was funny, bro. This person right here brings up an interesting point about like smoking because Gen Z, you know, vape addicts. Let's be honest. Gen Z's love for vaping could be the reason they're aging like milk. Damn, like milk? We aging like milk, spoiled milk out here, bro. Rapidly aging
like
faces
milk.
of Gen Z can also blame e-cigarettes for their abnormally sallow skin. Damn, you pulling out
What's
vocab words
sallow?
I don't even know. A lot of times people will try to avoid cigarettes, but in turn, they'll make their nicotine addiction even worse by vaping. The nicotine can break down the elasticity that gives the skin its lift. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, basic science stuff. Yeah, vaping, bad for your skin. Gen Z loves vaping. Chronically online, no one I know is getting surgery on their face. It's mostly influence and people with extreme insecurities getting that stuff done. I think you'd probably be surprised how many people are getting stuff done and you don't even know it. Obviously, the people that we're going to see that are a representative of Gen Z are just the people online, you know. It doesn't give you a whole grasp or paint the whole picture of what Gen Z looks like in a vacuum. I think it's a myth. Gen Z might be aging, you know, a little faster than I guess we should. And there are some reasons that you can point to maybe back this up if this claim is true. You would have to compare us to like the boomers, Gen X, whatever, and see who looks like what. But I will say, as I said earlier, you know, a lot of Gen Z people, they have like an older aesthetic. They want to look older through their styles, their makeup, whatever, their hair, whatever they want to do. Of course, you can't excuse like the plastic surgery and stuff, the vaping, and even something we didn't even talk about really is the stress levels of today's day. Because if we want to get into it, it's not like back in the day where you could buy, I don't know, a car for $12 and trade in a dozen eggs for a property and get a house for the price of a half-eaten apple. Of course, we also, as somebody said earlier, I think it was an article that said earlier, we're in the digital age, right? We're on social media 24/7, and social media is proven to be horrible for your mental health. Probably ages you, probably stresses you out.
Gen Z is aging like shit.
Damn.
Why? It's the stress, guys. You were too stressed growing up. It's the same reason presidents age exponentially.
Really? Stress. Again, I'm not talking about me. Because I look young enough, you feel me? I'm not the like that 12-year-old who look twice her age. I look like at least what? I'm 20. I look at least max 23. And if you're going to stretch it to the farthest degree, you can say 30. That's because of the goatee and like, you know what I'm saying, mature facial features and junk. But yeah, I generally do look my age. But stress, I don't really stress about a lot. Because like if I can't change the situation, or if I can change the situation, I'll try, but I'm not gonna like really stress over it. You feel me? I'm not sure how to explain it. I'm just chill. Let's just say it like that.
Faster when they're in office. Millennials were in school. When we were little kids, we were in peak society. The greatest trauma of our childhoods was 9/11.
Gen Z is the most disengaged group at work. They also report more overall stress and work-related burnout than other cohorts. We don't give full effort at work, symptom of burnout, other workplace behaviors like disengagement. This stress and burnout will influence job performance and career growth as well. Research showed that 77% of Gen Zers are looking for a new job, almost double the rate of other respondents. Damn. In an economy where you already can't get a job, and nowadays a lot of degrees are pretty much useless. If you go to school for art, you go to school for, I don't know, journalism, yeah, you're probably cooked. And even more recently, I've seen a new trend of recession indicators.
Everyone is like, oh my god, recession indicator. A bagel shop.
You know what's one? Michelle Obama has a podcast.
Was advertising free water.
The fact that there is an entire section of memes that show or indicate that we're in a recession and that everybody's broke kind of shows that there's a lot to be stressed about besides just social media and our bad habits like, I don't know, poor diets and vaping and things of that nature. So when you combine all those factors, I can see how one might come to the conclusion that Gen Z looks older than they should, or we should. This clip I seen of this doctor says it best.
Why does Gen Z look older than millennials? Here are some bad things that Gen Z does. They vape more, they work from home more, which may contribute to both loneliness and more sedentary lifestyle. We know that loneliness is actually detrimental to the body, and so is stress. I don't think that they look
Oh,
younger.
damn,
I think we're
I'm
just
cooked.
having some selection bias. We picked a young-looking millennial and an older-looking Gen Z.
Until there are further studies performed and conducted, I can't really say for sure if Gen Z is aging too rapidly and aging like milk, bro. Because you can't just look at like makeup styles and look at like, I don't know, fashion styles and say, oh yeah, you look old. I guess you could say, oh, the reasons why they're trying to look older is different. Concerning like the minors who are trying to look older, that's definitely weird. And something that we should probably pay more attention to and be like, not the greatest. So I guess if you ask me, does Gen Z look older than they should or look older? And I don't know. I guess my answer would be, I don't know. I think.
Wait, hold on. I'm the perfect person to ask. I'm in university. Okay, let's just say that everybody in my classes are the same age, 20, 21. You know what? Not particularly, no. No. Like some people do look older, yes. That's mostly because like beards and like makeup and stuff. But it's not like on some people who are my age 20 and similar in similar ages are just looking 50. You know? Like there are always people who are gonna look older than they are. Like I remember one time, I'm pretty sure he was like in grade 12 or grade 11. He used to go to my school. I was in grade 9. He looked like failure in life at not a failure, but imagine someone who's 30 that just didn't make it in life. You know, that's what he looked like beard and just looked older. You know, there's always people who look like that, but then on the other side, there are people who are gonna look way younger than they actually are. So it's like it's life. The only reason it's being talked about is because the internet, people have think pieces and whatnot. But other than that, let's see if this video goes any
correlation does
further.
not equal causation in this case. You know, there are some things that you could point to and be like, maybe this, and that. But to say that we outright just look old as hell, that's a crazy generalization, bro. But let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Do you think that Gen Z looks older? Do you think that there's any problems with Gen Z that's making us
That vaping, wanting to be older for whatever reason, let's throw in stress. Do I have any solution for all this? No, stop vaping. Dress your I don't know. That's not really my problem. I dress. Well, some might say homeless, but in stress, I don't know. Chill. Go outside. Go for a walk. That is the end of this video. So, you know what I'm saying?